হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ছোট ছোট হ্যালো হ্যালো হয়েছে তারপর শুরু করে দাও হ্যালো হ্যালো every year in the president's address one after the other you go on saying democratization giving freedom to the press during the emergency but on the other hand this is the position behind this smoke screen this is what is happening should I not point out that I am just pointing out that this is what is happening. I am not saying this. I am reading from the Reserve Bank Bulletin. Maybe I am responsible. Maybe you are responsible. Or maybe all of us are responsible. I am speaking of the unemployment problem. This all started with Mr. Gates, who gave a promise of wiping out unemployment within 10 years. Stop terror. Actually, liquid. Every year in the president's address, one after the other, you go on saying democratization, giving freedom to the press and lifting the emergency. But on the other hand, this is the position behind this smoke screen. This is what is happening. Should I not point out that I am just pointing out that is what is happening. I am not saying this. I am reading from the Reserve Bank Bulletin. Maybe I am responsible. Maybe you are responsible. Or you may be all of us responsible. I am speaking of the unemployment problem. This all started with Mr. Gates, who gave a promise of wiping out unemployment within 10 years. Detailed climate task for the download surface for the democratization, democratization. On the other hand, on the Korea, scientific because হাত করে এনে করে দিবি রিজার্ভ ব্যাংক আপওয়ার্ড সার্কেল আপওয়ার্ড ভিউ তাকে বিজে কাটবে অথবা আপওয়ার্ড সার্কেলকে বিজে কাটবে রিজার্ভ ব্যাংক বুলেটিন আপওয়ার্ড টিএন করে দিবি বুলেটিন ইউ ডবল এ ই আই এন বুলেটিন ইউ ডবল এ ই টি আই এন বুলেটিন আনএমপ্লয়মেন্ট লাইনে নিচে করবে এন এম Now, আবার বলছি দেখুন every year in the president's address, one after the other, you go on saying democratization, giving freedom to the nation, lifting the emergency. But on the other hand, this is the position behind this smoke screen. This is what is happening. Should I not point out that I am just pointing out that this is what is happening? I am not saying this. I am reading from the Reserve Bank Bulletin. Maybe I am responsible, maybe you are responsible, or maybe all of you are reasonable. I am speaking of the unemployment problem. This all started with Mr. X, who gave a promise of sweeping out unemployment within 10 years. Stop there. Every side, another corridor. President's address to Peter Circle is to the President's address, lifting upward আপনাদের এভাবে ইন করে ক্লিক করে দেবে emergency NKSD কাটু what is happening, what would start to click anything in করে দিবে what is happening. ওয়াইপিং আউট ওটা ওয়াইপিং ছিল WIPING হাত রিসিভ করে WP ডটিং ওয়াইপিং আউট WP ডটিং আনএমপ্লয়মেন্ট লাইনের নিচে উইদিন স্টুডেন্ট ক্লাস করতে 10 ইয়ার্স টেন করে ডাউন আদার সার্কেল করে দাও 10 ইয়ার্স স্টার্ট প্যারা দেখো এটা পড়বে রিড ব্যাক করবি বললাম every year in the presidency at least one after the other you go on saying democratization giving freedom to the press lifting the emergency but on the other hand this is the position behind this smoke screen this is what is happening should I not point out that I am just pointing out that this is what is happening I am not saying this I am reading from the Reserve Bank bulletin. Maybe I am reasonable, maybe you are responsible, or maybe all of us are reasonable. I am speaking of the unemployment problem. This all started with Mr. X, who gave a promise of wiping out unemployment within 10 years. Stop parenting. Now years have gone by. Should you not tell us, should not the president tell us to what extent, in what manner, in what area unemployment problem has been tackled, rural unemployment problem been tackled. The persons who are depending on the rural economy should give a healthy economy progressively shift away from the rural areas to the urban areas. Has that happened? Has unemployment come down to any extent in rural areas or urban? Should not there be some reference about it? Stop parenting. Now, lighting enclave years Karnataka circle have gone. Lighting record gone by should you not tell us? Should আলাদা করো you আলাদা not first place ইন্টার করবে tell us tell করে সার্কেল করে দেবে should not be সঙ্গে এ না করে be প্রেসিডেন্ট ইন্টার সার্কেল কি have tell করে tell us tell সার্কেল করে দেবে to what extent এর সঙ্গে what করে কি সার্কেল কি have tell বা এর সঙ্গে what করে সার্কেল কি have tell to what extent in what manner in what area unemployment liability inequity problem has been tackled half tackled rural unemployment আপনাদের ডাউন করে তাকে এনএমডি কাটো আপনাদের ডাউন করছে তাকে এনএমডি কাটবি আর এনএমডি যেন লাইনের নিচে থাকে প্রবলেম ইন্টার ডাবল এম বিন ট্যাকলিং টেল হাত করে টিএসএলইডি the persons who are which আপনাদের করে depending you have to taking away first place W from the rural areas supported development sector to the urban areas as that have been according to N. Unemployment lining NM. Down and down, lining down across N home to N extent के cycle you have any in rural areas or urban N should not here be should the same not called should not there like for delighted some reference for upwarded initiative about it start parenting now reference full form হচ্ছে upwarded initiative voila every year in the presidency address one after the other you go on saying democratization giving freedom to the press lifting the emergency but on the other hand this is the position behind the screen this is what is happening should I not point out that I am just pointing out that this is what is happening I am not saying this I am reading from Reserve Bank bulletin maybe I am listening, maybe you are responsible, or maybe all of us are responsible. I am speaking of the unemployment problem. These all started with Mr. X who gave a promise of wiping out the unemployment within 10 years. Now years have gone by. Should you not tell us? Should not the president tell us to what extent, in what manner, in what area unemployment problem has tackled, rural unemployment problem being tackled? The person who are depending on the rural economy should, in a healthy economy, progressively shift away from the rural areas to the urban areas. Has that happened? Has unemployment come down to any extent in rural areas or urban? Should not there be some reference about it? Stop parenting. Next paragraph. But is the tremendous size of the unemployment problem, the labor force in 1994 is expected to 265 million, with an rural annual addition to labor force of the order of 11 millions, assuming the present day unemployment in March 1995. It should be 20.6 million persons yearly, 16.5 millions in rural areas, and 4.7 millions in urban areas. These are clearly the most conclusive figures. This is the size of the unemployment urban that we are facing today. Every year, 11 million hands are being added on, and a substantial part of the educated unemployed are going about searching for jobs. They are not getting the jobs. I am not blaming anybody, but as economic organization, we have a responsibility to take a note of the fact and to realize that things are not that easy. There is no justification for complacency. The young men who have educated themselves are going about with a begging bowl for a job of rupees 80, doing whatever the choose, getting nothing. They have no meaning for democracy. They have no meaning for parliament. This is the position that has come about. Let us realize that. Stop parenting. The outside গুলো দেখে না, তো 265 million, so 265 নিচে এর সাথে করে দিই, 26 million এর সাথে রিজিস্টার করে দিই। অ্যানুয়াল অ্যাডিশন, অ্যানুয়াল এটা আমরা দেখি অ্যাডিশন সাবস্টেন্স রিজিস্টার করি, ডিভাইড করতে আপওয়ার্ড ডিয়ার আইকন either reform return সার্কেল করো or এফআর আইকন সার্কেল, যেরকম রেখার সুবিধা হবে সেরকম করলো। or 11 billion as being এসটিসি এন করে দিলে প্রেসিডেন্টকে আনএমপ্লয়েড আইডেন্টিটি এন করবে 20.6 million persons that certificate circles করে দাও। other areas আমরা কি এন areas আমরা সার্কেল করবে conclusion এর সাথে ফিচার এটা সার্কেল করবে আনএমপ্লয়েড আইডেন্টিটি এন facing a circle equal substitute for the circle upwarding part of first this kita kapo equal part of educated kapo unemployed kita kapo are going searching circle kapo cheating searching blaming detail en for the blaming en against anybody করে পিটানো করে দিলে সামরি সার্কেল করে এন্টার করে দিলে গেটওয়ে করে পিটানো করে দিলে যত এরকম বডি দিয়ে আসবে সব ডাউন করবে anybody somebody nobody responsibility আপনার সার্টিফিকেট সার্টিফিকেট রিজিস্টার করে জাস্টিফিকেশন রেজিস্ট্রেশন করে কমপ্লেক্স সার্টিফিকেট করে শর্ট ফর্ম items have historically complexes. Yan inquiry and any further. Education happening, begging further, begging goal, UWA, the appointed for a job. Besides doing whatever chores just getting happening, we have no meaning democracy. Finally, short of the according first principle. This is the position decision to it. Let us come about, let us realize structure. Now, our our शुरू देखो अच्छा लीजिए देखो now yes have got by should you not feel us should not the president feel us to what extent in what manner in what area unemployment problem has been taken to rural unemployment problem being tackled the persons who are depending on the rural economy should in a healthy economy progressively shift away from the rural areas to the urban areas has that happened has unemployment come down in any extent in rural areas or urban should not there be some reference about it there. What is the tremendous size of the unemployment problem? Tremendous surface problem. What is the tremendous size of the unemployment problem? The labor force in 1994 is extended to be 265 million, so with an annual addition to labor force of the order of 11 million as in the present day unemployment in March 1995. It should be 20.6 million persons yearly, 16.5 million in rural areas and 4.7 million in urban areas. Structure. These are clearly the most conclusive figures. This is the size of the unemployment problem. What we are facing today every year. 11 million hands are being added on and substantial part of them educated unemployed are going about searching for jobs. We are not getting the job. I am not blaming anybody, but as a parliament of the nation, we have a responsibility to take note of the fact and to realize that things are not that easy. There is no justification of complacency. The young men who have educated themselves are going about with the dating goal for a job of rupees 80 is doing, but chose getting nothing. They have no meaning for democracy. They have no meaning for parliament. This is the position that has come about to make us realize that the president has not yet to point his finger to that to what extent this has been done. I have checked the figures of online employment register. It shows a peak up, not a fall. In the last 2 years, the figures of online register show a peak up in the number of people who were waiting for employment. Therefore, the unemployment problem is actually back again on our leg structure. Much has been said about price stabilization that indices are there. What the wholesale prices, everybody is speaking about the wholesale prices, but what about the consumer prices? My honorable friend, Mr. Ace and others were shouting at us when we were in power, saying there is a rocketing of prices every day in this August house. We had to face all of them when they used to yell at us. Each one used to speaking only of rising prices and nothing else. The consumer price index for industrial workers and others is always rising. It has crossed and gone far ahead of the worst peak ever. It is higher now than what was ever before. This is how it is going on. Stop parenting. Transfer বলছি প্রেসিডেন্ট ইটালি সার্টিফিকেট এর করে দেবে ইয়ার ইটালি হাফ করে দাও ফিঙ্গার ক্লিক ক্রস করে ইটালি টু হোয়াট এক্সটেনশন হোয়াট ইজ শর্ট হোম করে সার্টিফিকেট হাফ করে এনু করে টু হোয়াট এক্সটেন্ট অথবা ফটো করতে পারো কোন জয়েন্টিটা আছে প্রেজেন্ট টু করে হোয়াট করে সার্টিফিকেট হাফ এন দিস হ্যাজ বিন ডান সার্টিফিকেট দিয়ে করে দাও তার আলাদা করে চেক আই হ্যাভ আইডেন্টি করে চেক চেক ইয়া figures across return surface to me. Like every temporary privacy and register upon the gesture to the register. It shows this surface to the SHOWS, a pickup on a fall 8,000 in the last 2 years. এটা করে আপওয়ার্ড স্টিল করো করার পরে তুমি একটু শর্ট ফর্ম করে ডাউনলোডের সার্ভিস করবে ইন দ্য লাস্ট 2 years ইন দ্য আপওয়ার্ড in the upward listing to short form download as the figures unlike the stress upward still provides circular coordination can show pick up in the number of people who are waiting the block employment airport unemployment liability training the upward detail to determine the same outcome DWI that taken on our neck and take on the line neck NCK. Much has been said, joint point of hospitality, circuit D. Much has been said about the price stabilization for circuit T. Detailed decision, stabilization, like SATI indices, indices indices, indices to the other. For wholesale, it is according to circuit for wholesale prices. It is upward and circle upward and circle is wholesale prices everyone return here a company return করে দেবে সাবার সাথে করে এরপরে দিদার everybody বিহার করে দিদার nobody লাইনে এর করে দিদার anybody এর করে দিদার speaking circle আপনি ডটিং দিয়ে দেবে about the wholesale prices যেটা আপনাদের সার্কেল দিদার করে সার্কেল এটাও শর্ট করতে পারো wholesale prices but what about the consumer prices করে দাও সার্কেল ডাবল করে দাও কনফার্মের ডট সার্কেল ডাবল করে কনফার্মের ডট করে কনজিউমার হয়ে গেল ফিচার সার্কেল করে মাই অর্ডার মধ্যে in the prefer item for a processor Mr. X processor short form আছে এর সার্কেল আপওয়ার্ড বা উল্টো হচ্ছে এটা আই এর সার্কেল আপওয়ার্ড Mr. X আদার্স শাউটিং করে জিনিসটা হাফ করে লাইন করে ইন করে এসএইচ ও ইআইএনজি at us when we are in power say there is a rotating upward we have in করে দিবি in this other house in this করে দিয়ে in this থেকে সার্কেল দিয়ে স্টকেজ করবে in this other house in this করে দিয়ে in this করে সার্কেল দিয়ে ইন করবে ওটাকে দিয়ে দিতে in this থেকে সার্কেল দিয়ে করবে in this other house আর আজকে এই কথাটা কি we have to face all of them here white করে ডাউনলোড করে white ডাবল here nothing else and nothing else and this will be put it down like circles without and nothing else consumer price index circle and double put that circle is put circle and double put that circle is put consumer price index industrial workers and identity in that workers or double put circle is put short form করলে মুখস্থ করতে হবে আর short form করবে না it is higher downloaded fully it is going on it is to circle for going on in NO claim getting mark fully stabilization the arbitrary fully देखो तो बोला the president has been said about price stabilization. The indices are there for the wholesale prices. Everybody is speaking about the wholesale prices, but about the consumer prices. My honorable friend Professor Mr. X and others were shouting at us when we were in power, saying there is rocketing of prices every day. In this August House, we had to face all of them when they used to yell at us. Each one used to speaking only of rising prices and nothing else. The consumer price index for industrial workers and others is always rising. It has crossed and gone far ahead of the worst peak ever. It is higher now than what was ever before. This is how it is going on. Stop correcting. Now, এবারে না এইটাকে আমি র্যান্ডম স্পিডে দিচ্ছি লেখার চেষ্টা করো রেডি স্টার্ট The president has not dared to point his finger to that to what extent this has been done. I have checked the figures of online employment register. It shows a peak up, not a fall in the last 2 years. The figures of online registers show a peak up in the number of people who are waiting for employment. Therefore, our economic knowledge is trending back again on our shape. Much has been said about price stabilization. The indices are here for the wholesale prices. Everybody is speaking about the wholesale prices, but what about the consumer prices? My honorable friend Mr. Eats other were shouting at us when in power saying there is a locating of prices every day in this August house. We had to face all of them when they used to yell at us. Each one used to speaking only of the rising prices and nothing else. The consumer price index of what industrial workers and other is always rising. It has crossed and gone far ahead of the worst peak ever. It is higher now than what has ever before. This is how it is going on. Stop there. এবারে না প্রত্যেকটা আউটলাইন কে না আমি বলার সঙ্গে সঙ্গে দুবার করে লেখার চেষ্টা করো তো টু টাইমস লিখবে টু টাইমস দেখো much has been said about price stabilization. The indices are there for the wholesale prices. Everybody is speaking about the wholesale prices, but about the consumer prices, my honorable friend Professor Mr. X and others were shouting at us when we were in power, saying there is rocketing of prices every day in this August house. We had to face all of them when they used to yell at us. Each one used to speaking only of rising prices and nothing else. The consumer index for industrial workers and others is always rising. It is crossed and gone far ahead of the worst peak ever. It is higher now than what was ever before. This is how it is going on. Now, এবারে এটা দেখো দেখে কত ইজি লাগে যদি তোমরা দুবার পেয়ে থাকো প্রত্যেকটা আউটলাইন কি দুটা যদি লিখে থাকো দেখে বেনিফিট পাবে রেডি স্টার্ট দেখো র্যান্ডম স্পিড বলা much has been said about the price stabilization. The indices are there for wholesale prices. Everybody is speaking about the wholesale prices, but about the consumer prices. My honorable friend, Mr. X and others who were shouting at us when you are in power saying there is a rocketing of prices every day in this August house. We have to face all of them when they used to yell at us. Each one used to speaking on the of rising prices and nothing else. The consumer price index for industrial workers and others is always rising. It has crossed and gone for a need of the post peak even it is higher now than what was ever before. This is how it is going on. Stop there. Much has been said. Much has been said about the price stabilization. The indices are there for the wholesale prices. Every day is speaking about the wholesale prices, but about the consumer prices. My honorable friend Mr. X and others who were shouting at us because saying there is a rotating of prices every day. In this August house, we have to face all of them. They used to yell at us. Each one used to speaking only of rising prices and nothing else. The consumer price index for industrial workers and others is always rising. It has crossed and gone for ahead of the worst peak ever. It is higher now than what was ever before. This is how it is going on. Stop there. What is that? You have claimed stabilization in the wholesale prices, and that is because of the weightage manipulations there. The agricultural prices are lower because there is bumper production. The Reserve Bank speaks of the considerable effect on the wholesale price index by the bumper production in sugarcane and the consequent fall in the price of sugar. The cane growers does not get this price. The price is low. Therefore, the whole thing has shrunk down as against this low level of the prices of primary articles on the one side. What is positioned in that group known as industrial goods on the other? We have to see these two groups separately. As far as the primary articles are concerned, the prices are going down. Stop correcting. Outline গুলো দেখো, you have why করে view করে দেখো, you have একটা লিখে হাইলাইট করে বলে না, you have why করে you have করে দিলে you have claimed এটা আমি তিনটা হাত করে stabilization cycle G written precision for the stabilization in the wholesale prices which are for the cycles then the cycles for the wholesale prices, and that is because and that is addition that short of the cycle because of that is cycle for T equal to first place because that one because of the weightage WFG for the manipulations WPIGHEAGE weightage manipulations को भी A upward sun cycles को भी here I think the agricultural prices যেটা দেওয়া করে এটার big cycle is going to be first place agricultural prices are lower upward downward को भी because there is a bumper production bumper BMW করে দাও তাকে পিটার শান্তি কেটে দাও bumper production BMW করো তাকে পিটার শান্তি কাটো bumper production. The Reserve Bank upward circular indicator speaks about the constitutional basis of the digital code affected effectively on the wholesale price index. Joining the code indicates upward circular is circular wholesale price index. Bumper production BMW teacher something consequence sugar is main outline হচ্ছে upward করে যেতে হবে ঠিক আছে upward যেতে হবে তো এখন একটা ব্রিটিশ করা আছে ডিসক্লোজ করে যেতে হবে সুগার কিং গ্রোয়ার্স তো পড়ো হ্যাঁ upward যেতে হবে তো ক্রিয়েট করতে পারো বা স্টক ডিসক্লোজ করে যেতে হবে করতে পারে সুগার কিং গ্রোয়ার does not get this price. Articles are first place to be upward half critically circle is the primary taken upward to be on the one side on the one side to one side W circle B on the one side. What is the position? You join what you circle T by T is said. What is the position in that group? You said that group is typically known as industrial goods. Industrial items change out we have circles we have to see these two groups separately today is separately. Now sure আমি ফার্স্ট টাইম এটাকে আমি বলবো না পুরো 2 টাইমস লিখবে প্রত্যেকটা ওয়ার্ডকে 2 টাইমস লিখবে এটা আজকে যে ক্লাসটা করেছি এরিয়া আপনাকে একদম স্মুথলি যাতে লিখতে পারে পরে ডিসিশন নিয়ে সেগুলো তৈরি করা হচ্ছে লেখো ইউ হ্যাভ ক্লেম স্টেবিলাইজেশন তোমরা জাস্ট দুবার লিখবে স্টেবিলাইজেশন প্রত্যেকটা আউটপুটকে দুবার করে লিখবে ইন দ্য হোলসেল প্রাইসেস and that is because of the weighting manipulations here. The agricultural prices are lower because there is a bumper production. The Reserve Bank speaks of the considerable effect of the wholesale price index by the bumper production in sugarcane and the consequent fall in the price of sugar, the cane grower does not get this price, the price is low. Therefore, the whole thing has slumped down. Certainly, after the slump down as against this low level in that group known as industrial goods. On the other, we have to see these two groups separately. Now, এবারে এটা high speed এ দেখুন। Ready? Start. You have claimed stabilization in the wholesale prices, and that is because of the weightage manipulations here. The agriculture prices are lower because of here is about the production and research practices of the considerable effect of the wholesale price index by the production in sugar cane. And the consequent fall in the price of sugar, the cane grower does not get this price. The price is low. Therefore, the whole thing has slumped down as against this low because of the prices of primary articles on the one side. What is the position in that group known as industrial goods on the other? We have to see these groups separately. Stop there. As far as the primary articles are concerned, the prices are going down. Stop there. As far as agriculturists are concerned, the cane growers does not get the supplies. The paddy grower does not get the supplies. The cotton grower does not get this price. These people do not get the prices which they should. Everywhere the problem is the same. All farmers of this country do not get proper support price for their production. This is in turn reduces their interest in that particular commodity. Again, this reduces the total output of that particular commodity. When total output gets reduced, scarcity is created and prices almost start to rise. Outside देखो, as far as circulate as far as circulate the primary articles in upper articles upper articles are concerned upper are concerned. The prices are going down. Going input down the end for the account as far as agriculture is data down by are concerned. The Guru does not get this price. Return certified recipients Guru does not get this price. The cotton Grower does not get this price. These people do not get like I first place we have any get the price which they should everywhere. Everybody the problem is the same. Is the full cycle of this country of the scientific do not get proper support. Commodity D down করে দিবি অন্তরে ডট দিবি হ্যাঁ commodity O E I T Y again this reduces total output clear করে দাও output particular feature ভাগ করে commodity D down করে দিবে আচ্ছা scarcity সার্কিট কে আপরে সার্কিট কি করে দাও সার্কিট কে আপরে সার্কিট কি S E R C I Q Y is created এটা করি almost start to rise now এখানে পুরো 800 টা বদলে এখানে একটা টানা দেব ঠিক আছে 160 ওয়ার্ড পার দেব দেখার চেষ্টা কর রেডিও 160 ওয়ার্ড দেব কেমন জল পুরো গরম হয়ে গেছে Ready? Now, शुरू करना. Every year in the president's address, one after the other, you go on saying democratization giving freedom to the press, lifting the emergency. But on the other hand, this is the position behind this smoke screen. This is what is happening. Should I not point out that I am just pointing out that this is what is happening? I am not saying this. I am reading from the Reserve Bank calculating. Maybe I am responsible, maybe you are responsible, or maybe all of us are responsible. I am speaking of the unemployment problem. These all started with Mr. Case who gave a promise of wiping out the unemployment within 10 years better. Now, years have gone by. Should you not tell us, should not the president tell us to what extent, in what manner, in what area unemployment problem has been taken to rural unemployment problem being taken to the persons who are depending on the rural economy. Should in a healthy economic progress to shift away from the rural areas to the areas urban areas has there have been has unemployment come down to any extent in rural areas or urban should not be some difference around the age. What is the greatest size of the unemployment problem? The labor force in 1994 is estimated to be 265 million with an annual addition to labor force of the order of 11 million adding in the present day unemployment in March 1995 should be 20.6 million persons yearly or 16.5 million in rural areas and 4.7 million in rural areas. These are clearly the most conclusive figures of this is the size of the unemployment problem that we are facing today. Every year, 11 million hands are being added on, and a substantial part of them, including unemployment, are going about searching for jobs. If I am not getting a job, I am not blaming anyone. But as the quality of the nation, we have the responsibility to take note of the fact and to realize that things are not that easy. There is no justification for complacency. The young men would have educated themselves are going around with a taking goal for a job of rupees 83, but they chose getting nothing. They have no meaning for democracy. They have no meaning for parliament. This is the position that has come about to make us realize that the president has not cared to point in his finger to that. To what extent this has done, I have checked the figures for unlike employment register. It shows a peak up not report in the last 2 years of the figures on life registers show a peak up in the number of people who are right waiting for employment. Therefore, the unemployment problem is terrible. Back again on our neck there. Much has been said about the price stabilization. The indices are here. Earlier, for the wholesale prices, everybody is speaking about the wholesale prices, so far the work about the consumer prices again not to be. My honorable trade professor Mr. is and others who were shouting at us with UN power, say there is no keeping of prices every day in this August house. We had to face all of them when they used to yell at us. Each one used to speaking on the authorizing prices and nothing else. So the consumer price index what industrial workers and others which is always rising feet as first and one part and it author worst feet ever. It is higher now than what was even before this is out. It is going on there. Even when civilization in the wholesale prices and that it is because of other wages manipulation severe. The agricultural prices are lower because again it is bumper production the result is of other considerable effect on the wholesale price index survive the bumper production considerable effect on the wholesale price index survive the bumper production in sugar cane and the consequent fall in the price of sugar. That means you are justified this the price of the price it is low, therefore the whole thing has shrunk down as it is the low level of the prices of primary articles on the one side, but it is the position in that it looks known as industrial goods on the other. We have to see these two separately. As far as the treasury articles are concerned, the prices are going down. As far as the agriculturists are concerned, the cane grower does not get this price, the paddy grower does not get this price, the cotton grower does not get this price. These people do not get the prices which they should. Everywhere the product is the same. All farmers of Pakistan do not get proper sort of prices, the price for their production. This in turn reduces their income in the particular commodity. Again, this reduces the total output of the particular commodity. When total output gets reduced, scarcity is created and prices almost start to rise. Stop. Thank you. এবারে আমি লয়ের টেস্ট করব ল করি আবার ফের জার্নালি ফিল্ড এবারে একটু ল করি লয়ের ম্যাথ লিগাল ম্যাটার করি Now, ready? Start. We have also noticed from the perusal of the post-mortem report that the deceased herein had received one gunshot injury. If at all there was any clear and proper investigation or inquiry conducted by the police, the blood samples ought to have been collected from the spot in question. We have also noticed that here were three witnesses, namely Joynaran, Mahesh Kumar, and Viral, mentioned in the FIR. Their statements were not recorded by the police and instead the affidavits of Mahesh Kumar and Bilal were taken on 8/04/2011. This only the prosecution is. It is also noteworthy that in its objection to the application filed by the petitioner under section 156 (3) CRPC. The police had vehemently opposed the same and had taken a definite stand that the accused persons were involved, thereby trying to save the accused, making it clear that even before the lodging of the FIR and conducting the investigation, they had made their mind that the accused were innocent. প্রত্যেকটা আউটসাইডকে ভালো করে দিয়ে দেয় হ্যাঁ এটা প্রায় 200 স্টুডেন্ট কাছে নিয়ে দেব দেখো we have also we could according to we have also we have also notice taken is to notice from the commission people in the result according circular according to it secretary say where the result according circular according of the postmortem report করে the is certain and return postmortem report is certain and return have করে the postmortem report যারা শর্ট ফর্ম জানা তো করবে postmortem report is certain and return করে postmortem report that the disease is certain showcase explication with this hearing it is standard level had received upon first research here gunshot যেতে পরিষ্কার হাত করে gunshot বা DN ইসা এটা খুব বড় gunshot DUNSH gunshot injury NG accorded করে দিবি if at all according to the At all there, at all there is no was whether any clear is counteracted if the iron and proper clear and proper investigation further investigation of the inquiry and the who came down to the inquiry question mountain and the who came down to the conducted the hardcore contributor by the police. The accordance is police. The blood samples, blood details equal as samples to circulate details to also have been connected details to the from the core circle here. First is what is the in question. Here also notice we have also granted we could be according to focus and notice that they are aware that they are whether or not that they are so kita down for that they are see witnesses we are like cross to karo ba dite paro witnesses that will have to end with circulars mainly joiner Vice Kumar Bilal এগুলো তোমরা করে ইনসাইট এবং চালু করে দিন ইন দ্য এফআইআর এ টার্মিনেট করে দিন their statements including PM of any practice while not recording accorded data hospital required by the police and instead the uncertainty will be recorded uncertainty instead the uncertainty the down for instead INSPEAD instead that's it equal instead by uncertainty you have to have equal instead the evidence hospitals we have input service hospitals for the wire thinking they have to latest question access to download the key and wire thinking বিচার করা না তো পুরো করো না আমি সক্ষম করতে আমি মুখস্থ করতে হবে এটা কি করব these only these are in TD these are in TD DISOWNING classification certification code to the application to the application filed by the petitioner under section 156 related to CRPC certain double the police had deemed the cross in half in just show for a vehemently opposed has place to look at it to 40 to the ranger same and had taken definite yet to be entered to the demo stand that the accused persons accused case to persons to be while not licensed to the government have been involved in data কেটাও করে আর কিছু করবে না involved thereby therefore কি করবে thereby thereby একটা ইউআর আলাদা আলাদা লিখবে না তিনটে বলে দিন trying to save the accused making it clear এন কেটাকে ডাবল করে making এন কে ডাবল করে making it আলাদা করে ক্লিয়ার আলাদা করে আর কিছু করে যেন তো making it clear এন কে ডাবল করে সেম ডাউন making it clear that is even clear and এরকম জয়েনিংটা আছে না আমাদের ক্লিয়ার নেক্সট ক্লিয়ার করতে পারে বিফোর দ্য লজিং এটা দিয়ে ইংলিশ ফ্যাক্টর ইংলিশ ম্যাটারলে পড়ে ইংলিশের নলেজ ফ্যাক্টর তারপরে সেন্টেন্স স্ট্রাকচার বলে সেগুলো না থাকলে এগুলো করতে যাবে না রিপোর্টে পড়বে মেকিং এনটি ডাউন করে দিবি এফআইআর এর downloaded to the contacting the inquiry investigation innocent and certain enter half to innocent IAAOCENT stop there now এবারে এটাই বলছি দেখো we have also noticed from the producer of the postmortem report that the deceased herein had received one gunshot injury. If at all there was any fear and proper investigation on inquiry conducted by the police, The blood samples ought to have been collected from the spot in question. We have also noticed that there were three witnesses, namely Joynaran, Mahesh Kumar, Bilal, mentioned in the FIR. Their statements were not recorded by the police and instead the affidavits. Mahesh Kumar and Bilal were taken on 8/4/2011. Disowning the prosecution case, it is also noteworthy that in its objection to the application filed by the petitioner under Section 156 within bracket 3 CRPC, the police had remained to oppose to the same and had taken a definite stand that the accused persons were not involved. They were trying to save the accused, making it clear that even before the lodging of FIR and conducting the investigation that had made their mind that the accused were innocent. Stop there. Now, ever actually ready. Ladies, we have also noticed from the result of the postmortem report that the deceased yet in that hearing had received one gunshot injury. If at all there was any clear and proper investigation or inquiry conducted by the police, the blood samples ought to have been collected from the spot in question. We have also noticed that there were three witnesses, namely Joyner, Mahesh Kumar, and Bilal. Mentioned in the FIR, their statements were not recorded by the police and instead the affidavits of Mahesh Kumar and Bilal were taken on 8/4/2011. This owing the prosecution case, it is also noteworthy that in the objection of the application filed by the petitioner under Section 156 of the CRPC, the police had remained opposed to the same and had taken a definite stand that the accused persons were not involved, thereby trying to save the accused, making it clear that even before the lodging of the FIR and conducting the investigation, they had made up their mind that the accused were innocent. We have we have also noticed from the result of the postmortem report that the deceased herein had received one gunshot injury at or there was any clear and proper investigation or inquiry conducted by the police. The blood samples ought to have been collected from the gunshot from the spot in question. We have also noticed that there were two witnesses, namely Joyner and Vice Wheeler, mentioned in the FIR. Their statements were not recorded by the police and instead the affidavits of Vice and Wheeler were taken on 8/4/2011. This only the prosecution is also noteworthy. In her noteworthy that in this objection to the application filed by the petitioner under Section 156 of the CRPC, the police had remained lawful to the same and had taken a definite stand that the accused persons were not involved thereby, trying to save the accused, making it clear that even before the lodging of the FIR and conducting the investigation, they had made up their mind that the accused were innocent. Stop there. Wherever asked anything. We have also noticed from the perusal or the postmortem report that the deceased herein had received one gunshot injury. If at all there was any clear and proper investigation or inquiry conducted by the police, the blood samples ought to have been collected from the spot in question. We have also noticed that there were three witnesses, namely Joynaran, Mahesh Kumar, and Bilal, mentioned in the FIR. Their statements were not recorded by the police, and instead the affidavits of Mahesh Kumar and Bilal were taken on 08/04/2011. This only the prosecution case. It is also noteworthy that in its objection to the application filed by the petitioner under Section 156 (3) CRPC, the police had vehemently opposed the same and had taken a definite stand that the accused persons were not involved thereby, trying to save the accused, making it clear that even before the lodging of the FIR and conducting the investigation had made up their mind that the accused were innocent. Stop there. Now, well, we have also noticed from the perusal of the post-mortem report that the disease here in the received one concerned in if the act or there was any fear and proper investigation or equally conducted by the police. The blood samples have been collected from the spot in question. We have also noticed that there were three witnesses named Joylan Mohesh Kumar and Bilal mentioned in the FIR. Their statements were not recorded by the police, and instead the activities of Mohesh Kumar and Bilal were taken on 8/4/2011. This only the prosecution case. It is also noteworthy that in its objection to the application filed by the petitioner under Section 156 the police had immediately opposed to the same and had taken a definite stand that the accused persons who were not involved thereby trying to save the accused, making it clear that even before the lodging of the FIR and conducting the investigation that had made up their mind that the accused were innocent. Stop there. Politically. Correct. It is also noteworthy that the local police had failed to discharge its statutory obligations by investigating the case in a fair manner. In the present case, the police concerned did not care to prepare a site plan, neither had recovered any blood sample from the spot, nor thought the importance of sending the licensed revolver of the disease to the ballistic expert. The local police had also failed to take into consideration before submitting the charge sheet against the petitioner under Section 306 IPC that there has been animosity between the deceased and the proposed accused persons. Stop there. Outline হলো that it is also this article uploaded stories করলো this article uploaded stories it is also this article উপরে uploaded stories করবে noteworthy এটা হাফ করো করে ডাবল ডাবল করে স্টোরি করে দেবে noteworthy that the local police, local independent police, the upper circles had failed in order to register the secondary case statutory obligations estimate जारू करेगा ये तेल साल को इधर जारू तो आपको ना ये तेल साल को इस मतलब पलाश गरी शॉर्ट कौन सी और उसको बता रहे हैं अगर कोई ना अलग अलग कोई statutory obligations जारू तो आपको ना ये तेल साल को इधर statutory obligation ऐसा साइकिल के लिए है investigating investigating every cycle के have to investigating the case every cycle के जब कोई चीज को एक cycle को जाते investigating the case clear manner ये टाउन पर manner in the present case in the present cycle के cycle को in the present case police, airport circulatory person, circuit another any teacher, we have to change to the writing here, here, you said it to terminate to here. Site plan, certain people's site are planned to the site and SIP, site plan, SIP, site plan, ELLL. Neither had recovered any blood samples that we can be a detailed people blood samples are taken from the spot circuitry have to be what not thought the importance of sending lines are have to be sending the license in government circuit license about that ACDR, now that ACDR, revolver, revolver or upward, he upward. করতে হবে না করাই যাচ্ছে খাওয়ার দাওয়ার মাছের তরকারিটা যদি বলছিল করবো না তারা করতে হবে মাছের কোনো আইটেম খাবেন কি কিন্তু খাবেন আপনারা মাছ খাবে বলছিল ওটা আমি করবো না সেটাই বলছি তাহলে আমি পারবো Hello. Now, what's here? It is also noteworthy that the total police had failed to discharge against statutory obligations by investigating the case into a clear whereas in the present case the police concerned legal fear to prepare a site plan. Neither had recovered any blood sample from the spot or not thought the importance of the sending the license and legal but also disease to the lasting expert to local police had also failed to take it into consideration before submitting the charge sheet against the petitioner under section 306 IPC that there has been animosity between the deceased and the proposed accused person. Stop there. আবার দেখুন তো হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ডিটেল উপরে সার্টেন থিং পে করে দিতে হয় সেটা তাকে রিপোর্ট দিতে দিতে তাহলে এটা রিপোর্ট ছিল না তো এক্সপার্ট ছিল কি বললাম ভুল বলে ফেলেছি তাহলে দেখো এই আলাদা দেখো বললাম ব্যালিস্টিক করে ডিটেল সার্টেন থিং পে করে দিতে হয় কেমন রেজিস্টার it is also noteworthy that the local police had failed to discharge its statutory obligations by investigating the case in a clear manner. In the present case, the police person did not care to prepare a site plan, neither had recovered any blood sample from the spot, nor thought the importance of sending the licensed revolver of the deceased to the plastic expert. The local police had also failed to take into consideration because of the charge sheet against the petitioner under section 306 IPC that there has been animosity between the deceased and the proposed accused person to the deceased that has installed a carshment and the carshment and when the opposite accused person started creating hindrance in the operation of the partial business of the disease strategy. How can you have taken up? Under section under 306, under section 306 IPC. IPC is certificate that there has been a certificate for animosity, NMO, SRTY, between the right and people resist this certificate these certificates notice resist and proposed that accused person accused persons charging against the petitioner ಈ ಶಾಂತ ಅಪೋರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಡಿದಿರಿ ಕಮನ್ ರಿವಾಲ್ವರ್ ಅಪೋರ್ಡರ್ ದಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಕೊಡಿದಿರಿ ರಿವಾಲ್ವರ್ ಅಪೋರ್ಡರ್ ದಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಕೊಡಿದಿರಿ ರಿವಾಲ್ವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಟೇಲ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೊಡಿದಿರಿ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ISTIC প্লাস্টিক এক্সপার্ট এ সার্টিফিকেট দান করিদিরি নালে কো বলছি রেডি স্টার্ট. It is also noteworthy that the local police have been to discuss its statutory ordinances about investigation in a clear manner. In the present case, the police concerned did not fear to prepare a site plan. Neither had recovered any blood sample from the spot nor the thought the importance of sending a licensed revolver or the disease to the plastic expert. The local police had also failed to take it into consideration before submitting that charge against the petitioner under section 306 IPC that there has been animosity between the deceased and the proposed accused persons. Stop there. Actually, well, it is also noteworthy that the local police had been discharged its statutory ordinances while investigating the case if clear that in the present is the police concerned to prepare a site plan neither had recovered any blood sample from the spot of non thought the importance of the sending the licensed revolver of the disease to the plastic expert. The local police had also failed to take into consideration before submitting the charge against the petitioner under section 306 IPC that there has been animosity between the deceased and the proposed accused persons. Stop correcting. The 43. The disease has installed a circle INSTW installed a crusher crusher plant and when the accused persons started creating hindrance upon his circle for hindrance upon his circle HINDRANC in the operation of the crusher business of the disease, he moved several representations to the higher authorities against them. A civil suit for injunction was also instituted by the petitioner against the accused persons before the civil judge within bracket senior division within bracket which is still pending. Apparently, the accused persons having strong motive for the commission of the accused incident and their participation. Short form participation in the crime cannot be ruled out according to ruled out. These aspects mentioned herein above have been completely and intentionally enough in upward ignored for the reasons best known to the local police. Stop correcting. The disease has installed a crusher plant and when the accused persons started creating hindrance in the operation of the crusher business of the disease. He moved several representations to the higher authorities against them. A civil suit for injunction was also instituted by the petitioner against the aforesaid accused persons before the civil judge, senior division, which is still pending apparently. The aforesaid persons having strong motive for the commission of the aforesaid incident and their participation in the crime cannot be ruled out. These aspects mentioned herein above have been completely and intentionally ignored for the reasons best known to the local police. Stop there. From perusal of the charge sheet, it is clear that it was prepared on 04/05/2011. On the same day, it was submitted to the supervisor. SSIতে টি ক্রস করে ভিউ সার্কেল আপওয়ার্ডের করে দিন। আবার বলছি শর্ট ফর্ম যদি করে মুখস্থ করলে তবেই মেমোরাইজ করতে তবেই শর্ট ফর্ম ইউজ করবে নাহলে করবে না। সুপারভাইজার ফোন করেছে এসএসআইতে টি সার্কেল আপওয়ার্ডের আর শর্ট করতে চাও ভিউ করে দিয়ে করতে পারো এসএসআইতে টি ক্রস করে ভিউ সার্কেল আপওয়ার্ডের। সুপারভাইজারি অফিসার আরেকটু করো এখানে এসএসআইতে টি এসএসআইতে টি করে view circle upward supervisory officer for approval detailed from Kurikamu, which approval was granted detailed immediately in upward on the very next day. Next arrest recorded date itself, that is 5/5/2011. The same was presented before the magistrate in this circle in this circle have to be all those cognizance to be double circle a circle is how to be cognizance double circle a circle is cognizance was taken was করে a করতে পারো was taken so was given was করে দিয়ে was taken was করে দিয়ে মুখস্থ করে তবে করে যাবে করবে on the same day on the certain day আলাদা respect and with the responding authorities responding তারপরে সাথে we have any responding authorities পাশে এই সার্কেলটা ডিসক্রাইব করে দেবে active যেটা have করে after the receiving আপরে সাথে বিরাম করে টিভি নোটিশ of the petition alarming outreach upward and downward in alarming upward and downward in alarming upward and downward in downward in alarming কেমন করে এনকার করে দিই receiving upward সাথে double করে দিলে active যেটা হাত করবে petition করে দিলে এটা ক্রস করে petition ফার্স্ট FST লুপ করবে কেমন প্রাইমারি ফেসিং এটা এর পরে থাকে এর দি কাজ প্রাইমারি ফেসিং এটা এর সাথে যে কাজ প্রাইমারি ফেসিং আপনি ডাউনলোড করে you have turned upward happy any under section under the section for the differences IPC constitution certificate against the against the petition upward for the complainant to himself who is the father return to the of the disease which is court which this court this certain resolution certificate have to takes a very strong there are two strong certificate in note of now এইটাকে পুরো টাইগারে বলছি দেখো তোমাদের সামনে 120 Thus, our 160 পরীক্ষাটাও আছে। তো স্পিডে প্র্যাকটিস করতেই হবে, কেমন? স্পিড না করলে কিন্তু হবে না। রেডি? লিখে যাও, শুরু করলাম। We have also noticed from the preparation of the postmortem report that the deceased herein had received one gunshot injury. It had all fear was any fear and proper investigation of the inquiry conducted by the police. The blood samples of what have been collected from the spot in question here also noticed that there were three witnesses, namely joiner and wiseman and dealer, mentioned in the entire statements were not recorded by the police and instead the activities of the woman and dealer were taken on 08/2011. This only the prosecution case. It is also noteworthy that in this in its objection to the application filed by the petitioner under section 156 CRPC, the police had vehemently opposed to the same and had taken a definite stand that the accused persons were not thereby trying to say the accused making it clear that even before the logic of FIR and conducting the investigation, they had made up their mind that the accused were innocent there. It is also noteworthy that the local police had to discharge its statutory obligations by investigation the case in a clear manner. In the present case, the police concerned did not here to prepare a site plan, neither had recovered any blood samples from the spot, not thought the importance of sending the license recovered of the deceased to the ballistic expert. The local police had also failed to take into consideration before submitting the charge sheet against the petitioner under section 306 IPC that there has been animosity between the deceased and the proposed accused persons of the deceased has installed a Russia plant, and when they have posted the accused persons started creating injuries in the operation of the Russia business of the deceased, he moved several representations to the legal authorities against the death decision should what injunction was also instituted by the petitioner against the appointed accused persons before the civil justice senior division, which is still taking apparently the accused persons having strong motive for the commission of the accused institute and their participation in a crime cannot be ruled out. This aspects mentioned herein above have been completely and intentionally ignored for the reasons based on to the local police there. From the reason of the charge sheet, it is clear that it was operated on 05/2011 on the same day it was submitted to the supervisory office officer for approval, which approval was granted immediately on the very next day itself, that is 05/05/2011. The same was presented before the magistrate on which cognizance was taken on the same day. The speed at which the responding authorities acted after receiving the notice of this petition is alarmingly fast. The police officials prima facie appear to have turned the case in a manner where the hunter himself refers the hunted as the charge sheet has been filed under section 306 IPC against the petitioner complainant himself who is the father of the deceased, which this court takes a very strong note of stuff. Hunted করেছেন কি তাহা করে দিবে hunted আর আর একটা হান্টার না কি ছিল এইটা ডাউন করে অপারেশন ডাউন করে হান্টার তার দাঁড়ের জন্য ডাউন করে না এটা আমার লাস্ট একবার বলছিলেন register holder. We have also noticed from the position of the postmortem report that the disease is here in the disease was concerned in at all clear. As a very clear and proper investigation of inquiry conducted by the police there, blood samples of early have been collected from the spot. In question, we have also noticed that the real witnesses, namely joiner, Washington, and Wheeler, mentioned in the FIR statements were not recorded by the police and instead the evidence of Washington and Wheeler were taken on 08/2011. This only the prosecution case. It is also noteworthy that it is objection to the application filed by the petitioner under section 156 of the CRPC. The police had directly opposed to the same had taken a definition that the accused person who whether to remember they are trying to fight the accused making a failure. And even before the logic of the FIR conducting the investigation, they had made up their mind that the accused were innocent. Then it is also noteworthy that the local police has then gives statutory obligations by investigating the case if appear there in the presence of the police directed if not here to prepare a site when neither had recovered any blood sample from the spot not thought the importance of the sending the license and revolver or the disease to the plastic expert. The local police had also failed to take into consideration before submitting the charges against the petitioner under section 306 IPC that there has been animosity between the disease and the proposed accused person of the disease. They have to construct the causal trend and when the accused person started immediately in the operation of the trust business of the disease to give several persons or to the higher authorities against the death civil suit for intention was also instituted by the petitioner against the aforesaid accused person to go to civil division, which is still pending. Apparently, the aforesaid persons having strong motive for the commission on the aforesaid incident and their participation in the crime cannot be ruled out. This association their error being completely and intentionally ignored for the reason. Based on the local police of the return of the charge sheet, it is clear that it was prepared on 0.05/2011 on the same day it was submitted to the supervisory officer for approval. Approval was granted immediately on the very next date itself, that is 0.05/2011. The same was presented before the magistrate on whose cognizance was taken on the same day. The street at which the respondent authorities acted after receiving the notice of this petition is alarmingly fast. The police officials of China basically appear to have turned the case in a manner where the hunter himself became the hunted as the charge sheet has been filed under section 306 IPC against the petitioner complainant himself, who is the father of the deceased, which this court takes the very strong note of strong. Now, পরেরটা বলছিলেন, ready? देखो, it has been submitted. এটা হয়ে গেছে না, 200 ওয়ার্ডে দিয়েছিল। হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে, একবার লিখে নাও। Ready, start. It has been submitted by the Guardian Council for the petitioners that even after modified the final key answers here were large number of mistakes, some of which have been pointed out during the course of our argument as well as in the petitions. It is stated that realizing the same, the Commission and itself modified some answers even after declaring the results on 1/6/2011 and then declared the revised result on 06/07/2011. It is pointed that even the modified answers are distinction in two subjects that is sociology and chemistry, which were shown to be correct were wrong. It has also been submitted that there was no officer for the responding commission to delete the high questions of sociology people because there was no ambiguity with regard to the answers except for the and on the each serial or the of serial other option was to be changed, which was described as A, B, C, and D. Against the respective question, it has also been pointed out that even now there are many discrepancies in the answers and consequently the evaluation of marks awarded in the revised result. This has been submitted on the basis of the document containing options which was handed over to the Guardian Council for the petitioner during the course of argument. In the background of the aforesaid text, it has been submitted on behalf of the petitioner that there has been large scale irregularities in the evaluation of the answers and awarding of marks, and this report must to include the same and accordingly direct the commission to correct the mistakes evaluate the answer copies and declare the final result of primary preliminary examination 2010. It has also been submitted that in case 107 students who had been declared successful in the results decided on 1/6/2011 have a legitimate expectations to appear in the main examination as they have been preparing for the same after declaring of a result and have now been declared unsuccessful in the revised result declaring on 06/07/2011 yet 3 weeks before the commencement of the main examination. It is the certificate that on equity as well as on the basis of reasonable expectations of the same candidate should be permitted to appear in the main examination scheduled to commence from 1/8/2011. On the other hand, Sri P.S. Bhagan, Guardian Council appealed on behalf of the Commission has submitted that the objection received with regard to answers against sociology and chemistry papers and not being considered by the expert examiners as no answer was modified. In the same two subjects and the Commission itself took a decision to take the objection in the aforesaid two subjects to considered by fresh experts and on their recommendations corrected the key answers. It is submitted that even though the same may have been done after the filing of some of these petitions, but the same was corrected by the Commission on its own initiative. It is admitted that because of such correction of the answer, there was change in the 30 answers to the questions in sociology paper and one in chemistry structure being acted by the order passed by the High Court in its institution and issuing certain directions and appearance have come up before this court. The appearance of herein are the original plaintiffs and the legal representatives of one of the original plaintiffs. The first three appearances are the original plaintiffs, while the other three are the legal representatives of one. Vijay Kumar was the original plaintiff number two during the pendency of the appearance number one died on 28/11/2007. High Court dated 23/2018. Legal representatives were brought on record. The file issued to call particular injunction against the respondents or the defendants whose defense was that the appearance of the plaintiffs were courtship upon the portion of the land which the alleged to have purchased and which is adjacent to the land in question. The location identification 2020 and the proposition what the shoot that was not controverted by the respondents of independence in the written statement to issue came to be claimed and subsequently the additional issue also came to be claimed and ultimately the shoot was decreed after about 14 years of its filing by the court of sub-judge Sinam. There, I think that this judgment has become final since no appeal was filed against the judgment. However, since the respondents did not obey the terms of the decree and did not allow their appealants plaintiffs to hence the grant which was in their position execution application was filed in March 1987. Stop there. To issuing direction to the respondents dependents to comply with the terms of the decree dated 1984, an officer came to be raised by the judgment dated before the executing court that the decree was unexecutable since the identified of the land in respect of which the decree was passed was itself not established to the objection was upheld by the executive court by its order dated 21/6/1988 that against this order a revision itself was filed by the appearance therein before the High Court by the revision number 553 of 1988. The revision stood allowed by the High Court by its judgment dated 21/08/1998 whether the order of the executive court was sit aside and the executive court was directed to proceed with the execution of the deed. The High Court had observed in the judgment that the executive court had not taken any steps to identify the shoot land, though the factors like extended limits of the shoot land. Whereas, therefore, it was recommended that a commissioner should be appointed for local investigation and it required the local evidence also to be taken. The High Court further observed that even the shoot land coupled with the permission of the Srinagar municipality to raise the well. One, according to the decree holders for fencing or value of the shoot land was not taken into consideration and it appeared that the executive court had gone by whatever had been raised and stated by the judgment dictators alone without arriving at an independent decision regarding executable of the decree in totality of facts and circumstances of the case there. Briefly stated, the facts are that the landlord responded to I should for recovery of the areas of the rent and ejected with the allegation that the petitioner was a tenant of the disputed accommodation on monthly rent of rupees 50 besides he was liable to pay rupees 20 per month as electricity charges and rupees 70 per month towards the house and water tax as part of rent the tenant areas of rent after September 1982 he gave a notice demanding areas of rent and terminating the tenancy. The petitioner after having received it detailed to comply with the same the petitioner participated in the suit. It was alleged that the rate of rent was rupees 20 per month. He admitted his liability to pay electricity charges at the rate of rupees 20 per month as well as water tax, house tax. He denied that he had received any notice that could recover a finding that the petitioner had received the notice. The rate of rent was rupees 50 per month and in addition to paid rupees 20 per month as electricity charges and rupees 750 per month towards the house and water tax as part of the rent. This finding has been affirmed by the revisional court. The petitioner had also claimed the benefit provisions of Section 20 of the Act. The court questions whether the petitioner is liable to deposit electricity charges as well as to take the benefit of the provisions of subsection of Section 20 of the Act. There was no written evidence between the parties to show that rupees 20 per month was being charged towards the electricity charges as a part of the rate the plaintiff and the defendant report appeared in the witness box of the plaintiff as PW4 stated Transfer of Properties Act defines the lease. The leaser is entitled to take consideration for the lease from the lessee, which is agreed between the parties in case a leaser provides other amenities of a few future. In addition, in the accommodation which has been made under specification of the parties is that amount of fees for providing such amenities will be also treated as well as the amount taken separately for furniture and other amenities may not form part of the rent. Normally, the electricity charges are taken by the landlord for the purpose that he is providing electricity to the tenant and also facility he has to pay the amount of electricity charges to the electricity board for such authority from whom the electricity connection has been taken and the landlord is liable to pay for the consumption of electricity by the tenant in absence of any specific element or to begin this respect it cannot always be termed that the amount of electricity charges from part of the rent structure. The last question is whether on merits the suspension or order is liable to be set aside or not. In view of the findings recorded by us that the suspension order was passed in violation of principles of natural justice, it is not necessary to examine whether the order suspending the license of the petitioner was in accordance with the governance orders, but since the additional the Chief Standing Counsel has vehemently attempted to defend the order on merits we consider it necessary to examine the correctness of the suspension order in brief. The petitioners appear the shop license of the agreement has been suspended. The suspension order does not disclose that any opportunity of hearing was given to the petitioner. It appears that sub-petitioner magistrate vary on the basis of order complaints of the previous got an inquiry conducted against the petitioner on the 0.25 and in the inquiry it was found that the shop was broken and board was not put outside the shop. The fair price of license was charged with the per liter in excess of the scheduled price of kerosene oil, which was violation of condition of 24 within bracket go of the license of the agreement. In the inquiry, recent cards were also inspected and it was found that every month kerosene oil was not properly distributed. Sugar was also not properly distributed to persons who were below the poverty line, which was violation of condition number 3 of the license agreement. The shop of the petitioner was suspended and attached to another fair license C. D. Kumar Pathak. It is also not clear that if the shop was closed at the time of inquiry, then where this fact was revealed that the petitioner was charging the display per liter in excess of scheduled price of kerosene oil and from where the researchers were inspected by the inquiry officer. The suspension order does not disclose that any chauffeur's notice was issued to the petitioner to submit his vehicle as required. The petitioner's license may not be cancelled according to legal counsel or the petitioner on the basis of such vague allegations. License or the agreement or the petitioner could not be suspended. Normally, we would have directed the petitioner to agree as an alternative remedy of the appeal, but we find from the chauffeur's notice that almost all the charges are absolutely made without giving any specific instance and without mentioning any material on the basis of which each of the charges is proposed to be proved against the petitioner. For example, when charge number 2 says that distribution according to enlightenment of the nation card holders has not been made every month. The notice should also have indicated when and to which a card holders has not been made every month. The notice should also have indicated when and to which card holders this distribution was not made. Similarly, when charge number 4 says that kerosene oil is being sold at the rate of rupees 12 per liter, it should have been disclosed when and from from each person, such extra value was just there. In order to perpetuate research in the society and in the institution, being fully aware of the fact that he was going to attend the age of supervision and is the secretariat would also automatically come to an end, and anything persuaded by him to get his age extended and on the strength of the same to continue as secretary of the society after acting the age of superannuation principle of the institution is not at all entitled to continue as secretary specific mention has been made that petitioner number 2 was a secretary by virtue of that petitioner number 2 was a secretary by virtue of being principal who happens to be an official member and once he attains the age of superannuation as principal, then he could be elected as secretary on when he was a valid member of the society, but at no point of time he had been even entered as a valid member of the general body of the society. This specific statement of that as has not been disputed in the rejoinder affidavit. Once this is a factual situation in respect of status of petitioner number 2 as a principal of the institution has already attained the age of superannuation and this fact has not been sustained before this court as to in what way and manner he has been enrolled as a member of the general body of the society. Then legitimate petitioner number 2 has no grievance. The bishop who had accepted the request to have act as chairman along petitioner number 2 has already lost his sin by resigning and submitting later on 29/07/2010, regretting that his deeds, these averments stopped there. It was also highlighted and demonstrated that there was no quorum in the meeting held on 2007 in which amendments had been carried out. It is saying that our officers and 5 members of the society were present in the meeting. One ex-official member and 4 members were absent, and there were total 14 members of the society in the special general meeting held on 2007. Only 9 members were present. Therefore, according to Rule 38 of the rules, at least 10 members were required to be present at the special general meeting held on 28/07 in the absence of a quorum. Later, by June 38, neither the amendments could be passed in the special general meeting of the society, nor could the amendments made by registered by the assistant registrar the applicants as noted in the order of the direct single judge clearly show that there was no quorum in the meeting held on 28 November 2007 in which the amendments had been carried out after saying so. The direct single judge correctly conducted that in such a situation and in this background, any interference with the order of the assistant registrar would amount to perpetuating the illegality and subscribing to apparent illegality committed. Stop touching. Learned counsel for the applicant has raised the plea of promissory estoppel before us and has contributed that the government have itself assured the applicant and his other colleagues that they would be promoted as lecturers and have itself taken steps to prepare the seniority list of demonstrators working in various government medical colleges was about by its promise and therefore ought to have issued the necessary notification that the posts of lecturers in the Department of Pharmacy would be fined up to promotion of demonstrators. Since this was not done, the High Court should itself have communicated the government will issue such a notification show that the promise which was made to the appellant was fulfilled. It is continued that the government had already issued such a notification in respect of the posts of professors and readers by providing that they would be fined up to the extent of 50% of promotion of readers and lecturers and therefore in respect of the Department of Pharmacy. The same policy should have been adopted. Stop here. It is not disputed that the post of lecturers in the Department of Pharmacy, as also in other departments of pharmacy, are held up by direct recruitment. It is also not disputed that so far as demonstrators are concerned, there are no rules, statutory or otherwise, which provide that they would be promoted to the post of lecturers. The High Court has also considered this aspect of the matter and has recorded finding that medical education in government medical colleges is a three-tier system consisting of the post of professor, leaders, and lecturers, while these posts were earlier held by hired by direct recruitment by the two government notifications issued in the year 1977. It was provided that the post of professor and leaders would be held up to the extent of 50% by promotion of leaders and lecturers, and the remaining 50% would be held up by direct recruitment. The scheme of personal promotion was also introduced under which a lecturer or a reader who had put in service for a specified period was to be automatically promoted to next higher grade available to the leaders or professor as the case may be. No such provision was made for the promotion of the department demonstrators, nor was any scheme of personal promotion made applicable to them. The High Court has also found it as effect that the respondents or any of them had not given any assurance to the applicant or other demonstrators that they would be promoted to the posts of lectures in view of these findings, which are a finding of fact we need not enter into the factual dispute once against assuring that any such assurance was given to the applicant either by the state government or by the director that the applicant or any of his colleagues would be promoted as lecturers. Let us examine whether the rule promissory token would be invoked in the particular circumstances. Now, এবারে একটা জার্নালের একটা আটশো বলছি দেখো registered. Mr. Chairman, sir, I am grateful to you that you have given me time to speak. I on my behalf of my party support this historic budget. The good points of this budget cannot be expressed in words, and for this congratulate both the ministers without going into details. I would like to make one appeal. One, Mr. X is situated at the zone which links the eastern and western regions. Stop there. Now, I will Reco, Mr. Chairman, sir, I am grateful to you that you have given me to speak. I, on my behalf and on behalf of my party, support this historic budget. The good points of this budget cannot be expressed in words, and for this, congratulate both the ministers without going into details. I would like to make one appeal. One, Abdul Bari Bridge is situated over the zone which links the eastern and western regions. Trains run on the upper lane of the bridge and other vehicles on the lower lane. This bridge has outlived its life, but there is no other alternative. There are people bridges over River Ganga to connect Howrah and Calcutta. Similarly, there are five bridges over River Jamuna. Hence, we request the Honorable Railway Minister that he should consider over this bridge also because it connects entire state and take immediate action. Otherwise, it may break down in any accident occur. The local trains running in the city or Calcutta cover areas at a distance of 50 kilometers and thus are convenient for the poor to utilize it to transport vegetable, milk, etc. to the main city. Our area Bihar is backward in the matter of schools, hospitals. The schools, hospitals, and roads are in dilapidated condition. Railway is on research facility about which it can be said that every state will get equal share of it. Hence, if railway network is developed instead of the road network, especially in Bihar, it will cover the areas ravaged by terrorism. To those affected by flood, Bihar has maximum number of unemployed and poor. They migrate to other countries and also to different states of the country. They are due to down upon in trains and the buses. Therefore, I think that this should be considered there. I am a trade union leader. Many honorable members have said that all those who are working in mines or some other places are exploited by contractors beside ordinary politics also facing inconvenience. Therefore, about an area a year ago, the Supreme Court had given a judgment that after 50 years of independence, there should not be contract system anywhere in the country because it is an abhorrent practice by appeal is that services of those workers who complete 40 days should be regularized immediately. The former Railway Minister Sri Ramvilas Paswar had given notice by the land for acquiring land from Sasaram to Agra. It was just a drop in the ocean as such that land could not be acquired today. Honorable Minister deserves thanks because he has given rupees 5 crores for that purpose. We are going to make an appeal to your predecessor with the corporation of the state government that land may be acquired at the earliest so that the work would be started well. With these words, I once again and thank the House officers and staff who have been working continuously for 2 days. I thank him for presenting a balanced and historical budget. I demand that the newly introduced train between Varanasi and Purla should be diverted via our area. People of this area are waiting for a train to be introduced for their area of the last 50 years. This survey report states that this area is nearly 150 to 200 kilometers away and the proposal is rejected repeatedly on technical grounds, thereby depriving the people of the area from the benefit of railways. I request the Honourable Minister that with a view to provide facilities to the people of this area. This trend should definitely run through this area. Now the problem of the coins has been controlled. Therefore, a survey of this route should be conducted. I request the Honourable Minister to take a historic step in the development of this area by providing railway line here. First of all, I welcome and support the railway budget. It is main amendable that Honorable Railway Minister has made a provision in the budget for generating employment opportunities for the unemployed people. On the hand, it will provide jobs to the unemployed youths, and on the other hand, railway service will be improved by their contribution. Honorable Minister has also decided to take up the ongoing projects of whose future was in doldrums. The decision or to attach the ordinary coaches in the super fast and express trains will definitely facilitate the poor and common man to travel in this train on the basis of all these steps taken. I hope that the railway facilities will be enhanced. Even parliamentary constituency also, I expect from the Honorable Railway Minister that the facilities will be provided to the Panna, which are the most backward areas of Bundelkhand. Stop there. Mr. Chairman said, I would like to thank the Minister of Railway, Sri Nitish Kumar and Sri Ram Naik, and having signed on MOU with the government of Maharashtra in Mumbai and for proposing to constitute a new board. We are also making a demand for setting up of an independent joint funds could be collected for Mumbai in the same way as was done through issuance of bonds in case of Konkan railways. Stop. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Veera Bharat.